So, if Homer, no, not that one, this one, has a kid with William Shakespeare, then somehow that kid would be Amor Towles. I get it, it's a bit hyperbolic. The Lincoln Highway really is epic, like Homer's Odyssey, and so well plotted, like a Shakespearean play. Welcome to my no-spoiler review of The Lincoln Highway by Amor Towles. So it's 1950-something and the protagonist just gets released from juvie and he embarks on a trans-American road trip with his much younger brother. But there are some unexpected stowaways, and that's where the adventure begins. You know, at first, if I'm being honest, I really didn't want to read this book. It was one of the first books I read after I fell in love with literature again. And you know, at the time, I really did think that a good book, like true literature, is something old. It's something written in foreign by like a woman pretending to be a man. And The Lincoln Highway, not only is it modern, it's written in English and by an American man, Amor Towles. But you know what? I finished it in 4 days. It really is a romping American epic. I was right there whenever The Lincoln Highway was set. The language is so simple yet vivid. It really helps the scenes pop. And these scenes that Amor Towles creates, they are so cinematic. Like I could literally picture the blocking of the characters, like how they move around. And it's like such a crack.
Can I say that?
Moorish, easy peasy read. As I said, 4 days. Then we have the structure. I mean, is that what it's called? Or like the construction of the book? This paragraph comes before this paragraph because it sets this thing up that happens later. That, whatever we're calling that, is where the real magic happens in The Lincoln Highway. Because you can totally see how Amor Towles constructs the book. And at first, when I started reading it and the plot starts to kick in, I was like, mate, that's a bit obvious. That's even amateurish. Then boom, Towles pulls the rug. And I didn't see it coming because I thought I was following it very closely the whole time because I was being so critical about it. Oh, that's so amateurish, you know? He shows us hoof prints. We see the black and white stripes. And then boom, it's an iguana. And he does this over and over and over again. It's just such a joy to read. So Towles not only does that with the plot, but he does that with the characters as well. This scene reveals this about the character, which probably means that this is gonna happen a bit further down the line, which on reflection is, well, it's just a great way to learn about how to construct a book, but a bit predictable and a bit contrived because, you know, I recognized him doing it a few times with the plot and I was like, wait, is he also doing this with the characters? But then it's just a credit to Amor Towles' writing that the payoff is always worth it. It's always unpredictable. Like, how the hell does he do that? How has Towles opened the hood of his book, showed us how everything slots together inside and works, and still, boom, he shows us exactly how the sausage is made, and through the alchemy of his writing, everything about the book becomes more than the sum of its parts. And the characters, and I mean all the characters, even the yucky ones, they're all lovely and they're full and they're fleshed out and they're painfully human. And then Towles also pulls this trick off on the level of theme. So now it's plot, character, theme. He's showing us the whole time what he's building up to. And I really was like, look, you're hitting the nail on the head too often. You're returning to the same well over and over again. And yet I was never bored and I was never intellectually exhausted. And I also never put the Lincoln Highway down and just like went outside and lie down under the clouds and just contemplate them too, right? In fact, I actually remember having the thought of, wait, is Amor Towles making some kind of profound point on culture here? And that's when I realized he did it again. He nails the trifecta. Plot, character, theme. It's so good. The book is such a smooth read. It's very subtle in a certain sense and just magical. Go read it.
Like, share, subscribe.